Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So this week we got ourselves the very last Guild Wars prior to version 5.0. So we'll get to mess around with all of that and probably just be messing around with a bunch of teams, doing a little bit of grind on Explore 12, all the kind of normal stuff. But yeah, Guild War this week. I might revamp some of the teams here. I have already set them, but I kind of tweaked some here and there. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go do the bonuses. Let me go do that right now before I forget. Actually, what rank are we right now? Ah, we got Paragon. Ooh, Paragon. We definitely need to revamp our defend teams. Ooh, okay. Well, rip gems. Time to go tier 5 on everything. Goodbye, gems. Actually, what tier are we right now? We are tier 5, bracket 5. I'd actually prefer being 6. I'd rather get first place in 6 than like second or third and 5. But I don't know, I guess we'll aim for second or third and 5. Obviously, we could try for first place in 5, but that's a little bit less likely. Mean Machine, I believe, is pretty high up there. Black Pearl also is normally pretty high. I forget if Client Net normally is. But yeah, a lot of guilds have been kind of like going up and down all over the place. Like even what's his name? Yeah, Anonymous. I think they're still like only like 4th or 5th normally in bracket 1, whereas they used to be really high. Interim fell like really far. Interim's all the way in bracket 3. They used to be like tying first place as well. Well, technically my guild too. My guild was the first guild to ever get first place in Guild Wars, and we're all the way in bracket 5 now. But yeah, guilds go up and down. Anyways, let me go get the rest of these tier thingies because we are Paragon. That means we get to get some really good data for defense, so we're definitely going to need a revamp to the strongest possible things we could possibly think of, which we kind of already are, but I might do some revamping to it, we'll see. I did put Web Spinner into my one team, so I ended up replacing my Defend Blue to a Web Spinner in first. I figured this would be a good idea, as it would give us something really good to use our blue for, while also having a really absurdly high damage. The only problem with this is we are running -1 blue as our banner, so if they're blue spamming, we're kind of getting less mana on that. However, I wanted to get the quicker life and death. However, let me see if there's a +2 purple, +1 something. Actually, what's the minus reds? Let me see everything that's under minus red. That's not what I want. Banners. What's everything under minus red right now? Everything under minus red. Do we have a double purple here? Yes, we do. You know what? We'll go for that instead, actually. A little bit less mana for the life and death, but overall should be fine. A +2 purple into a +1 green there. That'll get Web Spinner and everything going a little bit better. Theoretically, a +2 purple, +1 blue would probably work better, though I don't like the inverse of it. I'd rather have the +2 purple to make sure we could 2-turn the life and death. That's much more important. So we'll stick with that. I should say 1-turn the life and death, because we start with half mana due to King Avalon. But yeah, we'll go with that. See how that rolls. What's my other team right now? I kind of want to revamp this one. I feel like it fails a lot. However, I do like the double combo in the back. It's the only instance I ever actually used Tanya. It's because in combination with Wild Queen, it covers everything. But compared to everything Wild Queen could be used for, it seems like a rather weak Wild Queen team compared to what's actually meta for her. However, the reason why it's set up like this is in order to fit a bunch of anti-yellow troops. This thing does triple damage to yellows. It does double on skull. It has convert at start. I think the biggest issue here is we might actually be getting hard countered by Entangle. Yellow doesn't have a lot of Entangle, but theoretically every single time you can run Entangle in some way, shape, or form. So that might be the biggest issue that's happening with that. This I'm perfectly fine yet. We'll yeah, I'll go Queen of Tanya. That's perfect. Don't really need to do any change there. This one I might revamp Order as well as Hero Class. I feel like going Frost Mage and redoing the Order slightly. I believe that's the change we're going to do there. This is perfectly fine. Honestly, this is probably our strongest one. And this one, we might finally revamp our Red. So the main 3 that need revamp then are probably this Reorder and Hero Class change. This I might completely scrap for something else. And this, I feel like we need better Entangle and counter. And just build a little bit more around Wild Queen or something. So yeah, we got like 2.5 teams we need to go revamp. But anyways, hello everyone! Hope all of you been doing well. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Curtis. Hello, Kuwait. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Lemmy. Hello, Bill. Hello, Scout. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Captain. Hello, Decimate. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Liz. Hello, J-Dog. Let's see. Haven't seen you in a while. You're doing, wish Megavore wasn't so tempting. Yeah, Megavore is definitely a decent option. I feel like I personally don't use it that often, though. I would definitely go for Iron Gut for sure over Megavore, if you don't have the Megavore yet. Thank you, Isabel. And hello, Bruno, and hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we'll deal with these in a little bit. Let's start with just messing around with a couple teams. I showed a couple of them earlier. I think I might revamp my brown day. Actually, what's our first day going in to Guild Wars? Oh, so did I get all the upgrades yet? Yes, I did. Okay. What's our first color day? We have yellow. Yellow and blue are our next 2 days. So let's go look at those two teams that we're running right now. What was that? Yellow and blue. So Guild War Yellow right now is kind of fine. It's a Divinish Ball Aquilin team, but it has to be used slightly weirdly. It's safe but slow, but it still gets the job done. But yeah, Guild War Yellow. It's basically anything with Gorgolfa on Yellow Day is probably a good team. Mostly because you need that score reduction, and obviously he does that very, very well. You'd have to watch out for stuns and stuff like that, though. But overall, it tends to work pretty well. Biggest issue this team has, really slow start. Really, really slow start. But once it gets going, you pretty much auto-win. The problem is getting it to that point where it is starting. So right here, we're actually going to disable that just so we don't have to deal with silence. I can actually kill it right now, so we will. Of course, he has that really annoying summoning trait, gosh. We'll take that, get a nice explosion everywhere. Obviously, we can rope dart to kill whatever we so choose, as long as they don't have stealthy, which ends up working out very, very well. Let's see. Do we have a brown or yellow here? It does not look like it, so we're not going to be able to go for mana. We don't even get our surge there. And we're diseased, so we can't even get the full mana, but we'll grab all that. Hopefully we'll have Divinish Ball alignment there, and we do. And that should almost be matched. Just throw that out. Take our purple. Ideally have alignment again, which I don't believe we do, in which case we just clear the whole board. And ideally we'll have it now, and we do. And that should almost be matched. And then we just take that, rope dart his hero, and then it just dies to his skull, and then it's dead. Or not. Or not! And then we re-kill this thing for the billionth time. Where's mana? That's pretty much how this team goes down. Not the quickest, but generally pretty safe as long as they don't have a quick start themselves. And it should be a match. There we go. And star turn as well, even if he wasn't already dead. That's how that normally pans out. But yeah, Gorgolfa with anything, or Divinish Ball Aquilin kind of team. Probably two of the better options for yellow currently, overall. Gorgolfa with anything has pretty much always been meta for yellow, though. And still is today. It's mostly because of its high score reduction. Okay, that yellow I can't take, so I'm just going to explode it all because we're frozen. One thing to consider when running Guild Wars as well, there's a lot more stats effects whenever you're normally running Guild Wars compared to other locations within the game. So it's normally a good idea to consider going Orpheus's so you can get cleanse. So right here, we'll get rid of the biggest threat, which honestly at this point I believe is hero. So let's go get that onto hero. We are going to do that to cleanse away our entangle. And ideally, we have alignment here on skulls, of which we do not have an extra turn alignment. So I'm just going to grab that. We still don't have it, so I might just take that skull again. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the other color. We do have purple to red. Let me actually grab that just to get that going. And then that will ideally give us Divinish Ball, of which it does. And then we just rope dart his bigger threat. And then just kill it with a single skull. Or two skulls, apparently. And ideally we have alignment here, of which I don't believe we do, so let's clear the board. And I should almost be matched. We'll go forward again. And like a Divinish Ball or something down. And should be good. We can just take that onto skulls right over there. And he is dead off of that. There we go. Easy as that. There we go. That's pretty much how it rolls. And we'll do it one more time with this thing. Then we're going to see what we have for blue. Blue, I feel like I'll actually need a revamp, most likely. This one is perfectly fine as is. But we'll probably have to make a tweak to our blue team. Nothing else. Didn't we get something new that we could use for our blue? If I'm not mistaken. Between now and last blue. What was the most recent mythic that we got? Let me go double check. I should forget. It might be useless. If I forget what it is, it was probably useless. Let's see. Oh, no, it was... oh, it actually was. It was Ssaszix, that one goblin thingy thing. We could maybe incorporate that into blue. I don't think it was strong enough, though, overall. But yeah, Ssaszix was the main new thing we got between last Guild Wars and this Guild Wars, as far as high rarity troops are concerned. Ideally, we have alignment here, of which we do. Perfect, and that's match. And it's dead. And now it's dead. And it's our turn. So hello, Haley. Hello, Brushka. Hello, Bruno. Hello, DeCrell. And hello, Alfie. Welcome, 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 welcome. There we go. Nice. All right, let's go test our blue team. And by test our blue team, I mean completely scrap our blue team, most likely. Let's see, what's our Guild War blue right now? Ah, yes, I did want to test out Sycorax. Aha. I even copied it here so I wouldn't forget. Because I probably would have forgot. But no, I did just remember that Sycorax was the thing. So I would have remembered and built something like this. But yes, I wanted to test this. We have yet to use this in Guild War Blue. And we'll be able to in 2 days from now. We weren't able to when he came out because I believe he came out after Blue Day, if I'm not mistaken. So I wasn't able to actually use him for that. However, actually, I don't believe we use him for any Guild War at all. But we'll be able to. And this is a team that we will be testing him with in 2 days from now. So the biggest issue with this is being frozen, of which we currently are. On the most annoying thing of all things, too. So that's quite problematic, as this team is extremely dependent on not being frozen. So much so, we might even have to set 3 Orpheuses just to get cleanse. I didn't end up switching to that right now. But we're probably going to need it, because this team needs to not be frozen. Otherwise, it can't do anything forever, and we already lost, yeah. So let me actually switch that now, because it's way too important to have to not do. So for this, we'll go Orpheus. There we go. So 20% start with 2 Orpheuses. It is going to be required for this team, for sure. Hey, life and death meta. There we go. Why not Beatrix? Where would we put Beatrix? I guess we could instead of Mistralis, but it's not auto extra turn. The game plan with this team is get it rolling and then auto win. And Beatrix can lose her turn. And this can lose its turn too, but it's less likely to lose its turn. And I believe all we have to do here is just keep targeting blue and then we just auto win. Oh, unless we miss immediately, gosh. The struggle. That's why I hate troops like Stonehammer and stuff. You miss once with it, you like auto lose. And this thing can be really bad for that too if we actually do get a miss like that. Like such a gigantic miss that it gets no mana whatsoever. That is extremely bad to ever happen with this team. Luckily we get enchant once we get a single extra turn, which is kind of a backup plan for mana for when it's going bad. But we should be good here. We do have some death marks on us, but it shouldn't matter too much because as soon as we take this, we'll be able to get rolling. And I believe that is near match. Only big issue here is we do not have a lot of blue on the board to try to get this going. We could try doing it on brown. We have a blue or brown option. And given that brown is one more populated, I guess we'll go for brown, even though it doesn't hit onto everything. And yeah, that ends up missing too. And we end up losing the thing. I started upgrading these things so whenever we get something off a Jar of Eyes, we'd actually get better value. Which is applicable for this team. But yeah, it's just not getting the loop. It has way too high of a mana liability up front to get things rolling. And when it works really well. But the problem is it's probably not going to be consistent enough for Guild Wars. Is the biggest concern with this team. Like right here, when it's doing what it's doing right now, it looks perfectly fine. And then we'd be spamming the Mythic over and over again throughout this entire time. But the problem is every single time it misses. Which is very often, apparently. What I'm trying to do here is just cycle through alignment on the curse thing. If nothing else, it does have a backup plan. Where we can just keep spamming the other ability as soon as we get greens onto the board. And whenever we have green alignment, we just simply throw it down, rinse and repeat until we win. That is the game plan here. That is the game plan. Unfortunately, that's not an extra turn. I just wasted some of my blues. Problem is, this is also going to eat up a lot of turns for Guild Wars. Right, I'm just going to go for this now. And, of course, you get a summon. I'll take that over. Get things rolling again. Yeah, this is taking way too many turns for a Guild War. If it was a Guild War. We're going to reach max HP at this point. Definitely very close. We're getting there. Okay, this should be enough to wipe, right? Nope. There's not even a thing to go take off the board. There we go. Oh, that took way too long. Hey, we got a new Moon Pet. Or a Moon Pet. I already have it maxed, though. Yeah, Sycorax is a really weird mythic. We do have two different cast options, though. I think the best option will be, if we are going to use this, get Jar of Eyes up immediately. Cast it. And then after we cast it, we, oh, hopefully that doesn't kill. Oh no, he just got a small mana drain. Wait, does that really have a mana drain on it? Almost forgot about that. But, I think our main goal is, oh gosh, I just got completely disabled off Essence. But, we need to get Blue Storm going, and then once we have Blue Storm going, we should have enough blue that we can just keep spamming it. That is ideally what we can do. So the biggest issue here now is the freeze. And then the Zugoff doing its thing. Every single time it keeps killing out my Mistralis. We've gone 2 for 2 for killing out Mistralis immediately. The enemy just hates Mistralis, apparently. That's the problem with running only one damage source. Well, technically, this is a damage source too. But it's definitely not as efficient of a damage source. So what we need to have happen is that. And then we auto-win if we get to this situation. We just throw this down as many times as we want. We keep throwing on the blue while we have Blue Storm. And then we just auto-win. And then it's easy as that. Like, this is ideally how the team goes. The problem is it doesn't always get to do this. But if you get it to this point, you just won already. And just throw down Mistralis. Get the thing. Do it again. And you basically have near infinite damage. Only problem is getting to this point. And one skull will kill. And dead. Like, that's what the team's supposed to do. The problem is I'm not sure if it's consistent enough to bother running in Guild War. Of which it probably isn't. Why 20% start? Just to get things rolling a bit quicker. Oh, wait, never mind. We don't need it for this team, do we? Never mind. Yeah, we don't need 20% start for this. I forgot. I thought we needed it for the thing, but I forgot. Mirage Queen covers literally all of them. I thought one of them wasn't covered. But no, never mind. All of them are actually covered. So we could literally just go 3 Orpheuses. Just to make sure we have a really good cleanse chance if we do run this. Did you really just get transform? What are you doing? And then we got auto win. Out of everything he could have hit, that was the least consequential one. So that's good. And what's nice is its gem spawn isn't based on life. I mean, it's magic. Oh, however, hers is. Which is problematic, because we can't get a lot of damage. To the point where we might actually just want to end our turn. Just because I need her not to be webbed. That's actually pretty important. We actually got a hero kill out of that. Okay, can you get unwebbed? That'd be great. I probably should have taken that skull there. Yeah, a lot of stats effects doing us in. Definitely gonna need the triple Orpheus. Problem is we have to give up turns though for it too. Which makes it seem less enticing to roll. Okay, we'll throw that down for now. Just get our double charm. Can you get unwebbed already? You know you want to. You have such bad damage when you're webbed. Infernus actually has really decent damage for when it's webbed. It's one of the other reasons why Infernus is pretty good. There's a lot of small things that Infernus has that makes it an insanely good troop. Or at least well-rounded. Well, one of them is, of all the Infernus-like troops, his base ability actually has the highest damage of any of them when webbed. Which is very situational. However, that was a situation where that would have been used. Because not only does he still get the burn damage of 3 per all enemies per turn, but he has a base damage of 10. Whereas this, I believe, had a base damage of, 4. Only 4. What am I looking for here? So we do this onto blue. We don't have Blue Storm active, so I actually shouldn't have done that yet. Whoops. Always need to make sure we have the Blue Storm before we get that rolling. Not just to clear the board, but it'll also help populate with more blues as we do it. Okay, you need to go get mana directly. Yeah, this seems like it's going to be too slow. Everything about it seems too inconsistent for Guild War. It's a fun team, but it's just not viable. I don't think we're going to be able to use Sacrax on any color day. Just due to his mana cost being too high to get it rolling in a quick enough time against rush teams. It's great when it works, but it doesn't work at a consistent enough rate. You would get the Mirage Queen poke because it's transformed. And it's match. There we go. Down it goes. Let's see. You got 3 more mythics to go to have all the troops in the game. Nice. Yeah, it's normally best to get the last few by crafting them. Let's see. Is the shooting star weapon going to be the invasion weapon for this week? We have no clue, I don't believe, currently. I don't think we have any way of knowing at the moment. And what is the level 12 Urskia team? It's Mountain Crusher, Scorpius, Uryali, Leprechaun. Or sorry, Leprechaun's further up. It's Mountain Crusher, Scorpius, Leprechaun, Uryali. And then you just cast the Leprechaun, get the mana going, cast it twice, win. Let's see. Yeah, you definitely need at least like 10 or so gems on the board, if not more, for ssaszix to really end up working out well. It's a little bit easier to do that after a storm. You're back to soul farming. Any other team recommendations besides Mountain Crusher, Dragon Soul, Double Ferris Ra? The other team is Phylactery, followed by Sacrificial Priest, Ferris Ra. If you don't have Double Ferris Ra, Leprechaun. You can run something like that, and it works pretty quick. You have to be able to have enough damage to one-shot Explore 1, though, with Sacrificial Priest. If it's not enough damage, it won't work. But if you have enough damage, the team works pretty well. Actually, I believe it's even quicker than the Dragon Soul team these days. The only problem is it does require a lot of damage to be able to actually kill consistently. Any alternative to Rope Dart in the yellow team? No, as far as something as strong as it. However, you could do Doomed Axe if you have it. The yellow Doom Axe. The one that converts purple to Doom Skulls. That'd probably be the next closest. I have used that before, but I find it to be a lot clunkier when running it. Speaking of blue team, there's a blue team. I don't think I would ever run that for Guild Wars, though. I tried running something like a Winter Imp kind of thing for it, and I don't know, I just didn't really care for it that much. It's interesting running it with Dwarven Gate, though. But I don't think I would run that. Lion and Tiger, no. You're not really using it for the movement, per se. You're using it, Rope and Dart, mostly because it's just a really strong weapon. As long as you replace it with another yellow really strong weapon, it should be fine, and Doomed Axe works for that. But yeah, I think we're going to revamp our blue. I'm just honestly not sure what I want to revamp to. Because I don't think we're going to run ssaszix this week. Wanted to try for at least one Guild War, but I think I'm going to be not doing it. It's just a high 50 mana liability to get rolling. And even with half mana start for the first one, that's still just really high. And if it misses a single time, you're pretty much done for. So let's go under blue and see what we can end up making. I'm honestly tempted to go with an Apothecary team of some sort. So I think we'll start with that. And put the Apothecary down to set the roots of the team. So we can have a nice cleanse option for it. For our blue day. Blue does have some pretty good browns attached to it as well, which are worth considering to synergize, obviously, with an Apothecary. Actually, let me actually start by looking at those, so we know what our main brown-blue will end up being if we do go down this team. Obviously, one of the safe methods is kind of just a Corvash of sorts. We do have the new Basilisk now, too, which is kind of interesting, because we can actually stun their team by that method and kind of build a blue Basilisk and build around that. I'm not sure if I want to go down that route compared to Corvash, but it is definitely an option. We have Iron Gut, which seems like a weird thing, but you can synergize it with other things. Grey King. We could go down the Grey King route. Corvash, Grey King, something, something. We got Megavore. Oh, well, Megavore wouldn't really synergize that well with Grey King. Yeah, we might try our Grey King build. Not a fan of his playstyle, but we'll try getting him in. So, what will we be missing at this point? So he's the undead synergy thing. Does it matter if we stun stuff? Yes, because we want to make sure we can mana drain it, silence, and freeze it. So it is still important to have the Corvash for stun then. And then, as well as the true damage synergy. And then all we'd need is a hero class that would kind of put it all together. Dawnbringer would actually fit pretty well into this, surprisingly. Honestly, is quite tempting. Put a Dawnbringer right in, like, 3rd slot or something. Alternatively, we could do Rope Dart. Yeah, it's either Dawnbringer or Rope Dart. I think we'll go Rope Dart and we'll go a minus red banner. It's either Dawnbringer or Rope Dart right now. Dawnbringer would cover every color, and it would be safer. But it'd be worse against Skull Spam. Does Skull Spam get used a lot on Blue Day? Oh no, I guess we could change it depending on what team we're up against. But yeah, we'll start with Rope Dart. If we need something safer, we can go with Dawnbringer. Though it's not safer against Skull Spam, but it's safer against pretty much any other type of team. In front or behind? I'll put it in front because our hero class will be tankier than it. Okay, and always go a minus red banner. That works well for this then. We'll see how this rolls. That should work. Oh, no. I need to make sure I have +1 green, ideally. That's unfortunate. There's no green into +2 blue. I need that to be green. It's really important to have +1 green for Apothecary here. Actually, do you destroy green Rope Dart? What color is it that you destroy? I know you destroy something. No, it's 3 random reds, which actually does nothing. We don't even use red. I might just have to go green-brown. +1 green to double brown. If nothing else, they tend to counter blue anyways on Blue Day, as every day tends to be. So that'll be fine. And class I would definitely want to change. Probably Frost Mage. Mostly so we have freeze. Still have half mana start. Have some merge if it's relevant. Have immune to freeze as well. Hey, we'd always set a hero class to +1 green. Almost forgot about that. Is anything even elemental on this team? I don't believe it is. Like, all of these would be useless on its final perk. Yeah, what would a good +1 green hero class be for this? That would actually synergize. Archer wouldn't matter because we can't use this instant kill thing. Warden, I don't think we would need this spell. Though we could, but it doesn't have half mana start. What's a green hero class that isn't Archer that has +1 green that doesn't have, or that does have half mana start? Shaman, if I'm not mistaken. Though Shaman wouldn't really fit here, would it? It'd be kind of weird. You normally don't use Shaman unless you specifically have another troop that needs the 50. Well, maybe we'll just go Archer then. It wouldn't hurt. So we'd go Hunt. We'd go, what does Rope Dart count as again? It's a missile. Oh, we actually get bonus for it then. Oh, it's already set to it. Perfect. So we get Hunt, Missile, Tango first, Leaf Storm. Wait, do we need Leaf Storm? It wouldn't hurt, I guess. Like, we definitely don't need the Bandit thing. Green allies gain some armor. 3 of these are kind of useless. Some extra dodge. Oh, wait, never mind. You don't even have Wait, what? I thought Forest had +1 green on thing. Do we not have a hero class that gives +1 green? Wait, is there not a tree that gives +1 green? I could have sworn there was. Because it's not nature that has it. Yeah, it's Life Tree that has it. Ah. Life Tree is the one that has it. Never mind. Okay, interesting. So we have to find a good Life Tree. I wish it would say on this screen what the 3 are. Wait, does Monk have life? Let me go double check. Yeah, Monk would probably work pretty well. It doesn't have half mana start, though. But aside from that, it should be pretty good. Yeah, I might just have to do Monk then for our green. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Give that immunity. No half mana start, but it gains the extra mana, so it should be fine. We're taking a lot of brown, so we get to utilize the barrier as well instead of going submerge. We'll go the extra life just to make sure they don't die. 2 extra heal every turn, sure, why not? Though we can also go to brown allies gaining extra armor. Which honestly, given that has overlap, our 2 most important troops now gain 7 durability. Instead of immune to freeze, we'll go cleanse. Well, I guess it depends if we're up against a freeze or not. And of course we have snap freeze. Alright, let's give it a shot with Monk. It has some dodge and it has some mana gain. Though no half mana start, but for Rope Dart that shouldn't matter as much. Because the main thing that matters is getting Apothecary to Corvash to getting to our Grey King. Okay, let's give this a shot. A little bit different than what we normally run. That's still overall a standard kind of Corvash team. But yeah, I forgot that the green's actually on Life Tree, not Forest Tree. Right, so we'll go for that. Move that over. Get a Rope Dart down onto whatever's the most relevant thing to kill. Mana drain a bunch of stuff. Actually, he's using a pure blue team. We just target blue. There we go. Easy as that. And if some of them were to not have immunity, we could simply just go and keep extra turning until they get stunned. And then once they're all stunned, we can actually get a good hit with that on it. And just rinse and repeat and then dead. But yeah, we'll see how this rolls. Definitely seems to be perfectly fine. However, that was like the perfect kind of team for us to be up against. A pure color team. It's obviously very unlikely to actually be used on the defense. Oh, come on, why do we keep getting pure color teams? It's going to make this team too easy. Grey King is strongest against anything that's pure color. Or, you know, all the same color. What am I looking for here? I should have double checked the board. There's actually not a good cast here. Well then. You know, I'm just going to do it on red. It's a color we don't use. Mistakes were made. Okay, let's see. Kind of want to try getting Apothecary back up. For now, we'll grab all that mana. Get a drain on there just so he doesn't do anything crazy. We also get Rope Dart. How do I want to Rope Dart this? I can bring Mistralis up, but then he's just going to mana generate into Blue Storm. Or no, he won't. He's going to be mana blocked. I'm going to do this. And then Corvash him. And now he's mana blocked, so we can't even get hero mana for his hero. And always go for Apothecary if we have it. Double check first. Oh yeah, looks like we don't have it. We'll stick a Skull, why not? Now we can gain mana, but that shouldn't be too big a deal. We'll stick some blues. Really, really slow start overall. But that should be everything we need to get rolling. We can then target blue, obviously. And take that over. Actually, probably should have just converted it. Luckily, we have it again, so it won't even matter. Then we can go target blue directly again. Throw a Rope Dart just to make sure it dies out. And it should be enough damage to kill. Okay, can we get a team that isn't simply the exact same color the entire time? There we go. That's a little bit better. It's a version of a infinite loop truffle. One that would actually be viable in Guild Wars because it doesn't use any repeating troops. So that's something we can actually see in Guild Wars then. We'll get rid of truffle first, I guess. Let's see. What do we want for Apothecary? Probably nothing because we don't have any good alignment, so let's throw a Corvash down. Once again, we don't really have anything, so probably just take some blue for now. Once again, we still have nothing, so let's take whatever. Gosh, this board. It's not being nice to us right now. I'm going to take a Skull so we can Corvash into the other thing. Oh, unless he gets a summon. Unfortunate. Okay. Anything worth going for. Technically blue. Even though it's the color we use for literally everything, I think it's still worth denying right here. So, what's the best thing to go for here? Probably brown. Going for a brown disable. So we'll get that down. Get a Corvash in there. Do we want to reorganize anything before we Corvash? No, so we'll do that. Can you please stop summoning? Well, luckily it's dead, so it can't even summon anymore if it wants to. So go kill that out. And that should be matched pretty much from here. Just a matter of applying the damage at this point. At least they're all purple now, so we can target those directly. Only problem I see with this team is I'm using Corvash a bit too much. We're just mana blocking here and there whenever we don't get a good apothecary going in. Also, all of our mana accumulation is towards brown and no other color. Yeah, but you gotta kill. Alright, let's go kill that out so we can't really do anything else. Go convert all those away. We get in and get a really big purple hit in there. And that's pretty much match. Also, a team like this is where that new mythic would be really good. The new mythic that's coming this Friday is blue, green, red, if I'm not mistaken. And it would fit pretty perfectly into this team. Into first slot. Rather than using a Corvash, you could use that troop. That actually will have a lot of potential. Too bad Blue Guild War isn't happening after that fact. Because I feel like if we were to use the new mythic in a Guild War team, this team in first slot is probably where it would go. It would fit very, very well. The only big issue with it is it would block green on Apothecary. So actually, that might be a slight problem, actually. But, yeah, maybe it wouldn't work as well. Because that's actually a bit of a liability if it completely blocks Apothecary at start. Thematically, though, it seems to fit. Like, I like the idea of using Grey King with the new mythic coming this Friday. Seems like a fun synergy combo. So what's our target right now? Purple? Yeah, it's going to be purple. So let's make sure not to hit purple with our convert if we can help it. Well, apparently we're going to hit nothing with our convert because none of it seems good. Well, let's take that for now. And now we'll go hit a nice big purple. Get over a mana rolling back again. Go kill his hero. Corvash is not enough damage, so it's Apothecary away for another Grey King. That onto purple should do them in. And it was worry about hero by rope darting it. And it was kill it, and then we hit on purple and he's dead. Did they raise its mana cost? Interesting. It makes sense, though. Alright, that reminds me. Salty's probably going over to New Mythic tonight. Oh, so she still never gave me codes. Alright, let me double check. Wait, I didn't check yet in the last couple hours. Never mind, she still didn't give me codes. Should I go remind her right now? Again? Let's see, I think this is the third or fourth time now. Salty! Let's see. Hello, Salty. Do you ever check the forum? Let's see. Just reminding again that I need more redeem codes. Thanks. There we go. There we go. Hopefully she'll get around to it soon. I've been reminding her for a week. We still have not gotten them. Let's see. I'll take that over. Where were we? Oh, gotta go kill that thing. Forward escapes. What do we want here? What I really need is a good green start to kind of get things rolling. I'll take that for now, even though good. Oh no, I shouldn't have given him that much red though. Okay, good, never mind. For a second I thought I was going directly into the thing. I didn't see the thing for a second. Okay, so red's probably a good idea here. Mostly make sure Gnome doesn't get away. Though we don't even use red. But that's a safety precaution. Wait, you have immune to silence? Wait, you don't have immune to silence? What? I did not get silenced. Am I missing something here? How did he not get silenced? Okay, what do we need here? Oh, that just got, speaking of silence, I just got silenced. Let's just take that for now. That's why I had the +1 on it, get a nice apothecary to get it all cleansed. Big issue here, though. We don't have extra turn. We could do it on purple, but it's not really going to get too far. No good alignments whatsoever. Still abysmal alignments. Still abysmal alignments. Let's rope dart kill that thing. Oh, he got cleansed off of Orpheus. Oh, okay. The good old Orpheus. Yep, he has 3 Orpheuses. That would explain it. What do we have? None of it seems good. We're just gonna poke to get rid of barrier. Up, barrier right back. Alright, let's take that. Get a nice rope dart in there. Who's the bigger threat? Probably you because you're about to cast. 1 HP, of course. Why would it be any other value? And then we can get a nice apothecary in there. Target onto purple, which we just kind of denied, but I need the mana. More than we needed on the board. And that's pretty much matched. Just needed to do the last little few hits then. I don't know how I feel about this team. Like, it's not bad. But it's not, like, super broken. Ah, there we go. Honestly, I almost feel like getting rid of Corvash from this team. And we got some gem keys. I almost feel like getting rid of Corvash. If we do, what do we replace it with, though? I need to not block green. Well, technically, we could do blue-red. I don't think most blue-reds are good in first slot, though. I've been doing pretty good this evening. And we can't go that one thing that gives blue extra stats because it blocks yellow and blue from rope dart. But what's a good blue-red that isn't horrible in first slot? We can't use you because you block dart. Crimson Bat. If you did all true damage, I would say so. But not really. Draculus is going to block green. Plus, it wouldn't even be that viable. You theoretically could. But be kind of weird. Merline has immunes. And a double silence. But we're already going to have silence from Grey King. Mirage Queen doesn't half mana anything. Though it does tank. Tesla does not work in first slot. But theoretically, we could always move Hero to first. The only problem with that is we do not want to lose Rope Dart. Though that would be kind of interesting running Tesla with it. Actually, couldn't we put Mistralis in here? Oh, but then Hero would have to go and switch with it though. Well, Mistralis, you use not red, but you use blue. Oh, but I don't want to block Grey King. But I can still move it. I actually want to use her for her enchant, oddly enough. I know, we can give it a shot. Yeah, Toad Squeezer would be a weird one, but it would work. Like, any of the goblins that have extra turn would theoretically work into the team. So what we mainly need here is blue and green. Get our first apothecary, and then roll from there. It's pretty much the whole game plan. So we got apothecary rolling. We then can get free Mistralises whenever we want. We can rope dart to kill out whatever we so choose. So we can do that, try to get that killed out, throw Mistralis down and hope it does enough damage to kill, which it likely wouldn't, but it's free, so we might as well get it down. It's just being used off our excess manas. That will help us slowly over time get whatever we need, since he auto ends his turn anyways. We can then target something that's important to kill out. In this case, I think I'm actually going to target a brown, because we do need the mana as well. So I probably should keep brown on the board for apothecary. But the enchant will help us get mana constantly, so we can recast. Really? Wow. Well then. It's not even up against a green, and it still hits like a truck. Because there's 2 times damage and enrage thingy. Gets a lot of bonus damage. I'll move that over then. Gosh, look at that thing go. That thing is such absurdly good for a rare. He just got the alpha random summon, though, didn't he, too? Didn't that thing summon it? Yeah, summons a random null. Really? This null is so overpowered for a rare. It is absurd how good that thing is. Okay, let me just target onto Brown again. That thing's like a mythic as a rare. But how good his trait setup is. Let me actually do it on purple then. Oh, I could just kill with Mistralis. Whoops. Should have Mistralis first end on that. Could already. If it was a guild war, that would have mattered more though. Obviously this is PvP, but should still done it in the other order. Up here we got a standard life and death team. Hey, hello Calthos. I've been doing pretty good. Hello analyst. You finally got Suna, and the kingdom jumped from 9 stars to 12. Nice. You had 4,004 diamonds left, but you think you won't be spending them on a second Megaphor or crafting Xenos yet either. Yeah, it's definitely worth going and trying to get all those 10 stars. And that you're still missing. Even if it's a slightly useless troop, it's still worth considering. Do we have a good apothecary here? I really do not want to deny out blue, but we're going to deny out blue. Okay, now we can rope dart whatever biggest threat is, which is not actually a threat, but I will take it. It's something that doesn't appear in Guild War. However, I still need to make sure we get the loot off it. There we go. Now it's a Guild War team. Okay, what do we target here? Green seems pretty good, given that we get a triple. We're going to have full mana on it next turn anyways, though, but at least this gives us a nice apothecary, ideally. Or not. Do we not? Do we really not have alignment on red? Well, we have it on purple now. It's not as ideal of a color. No, I'd rather do it on red. Let me rope dart kill you, so we can easily clean up the other thing. Oh, we don't have it on red anymore now, do we? Oh, we did not. However, I am going to go do this so we can get the Cascaded Skull. Kill that out. One less thing to deal with. We can now target this onto purple. And should be good to go. So we'll get that down. Get a rope dart onto you and it's dead. Oh, I'm liking this. The enchant really helps put things together. Even though it's a bit weird of a damage mix, so at least rope dart into Mistralis can kind of still work. It's kind of luck based if it does, but I'm liking it. And this is indeed pure blue. Nice. Apothecary on turn 1. Take that for now. Get a rope dart on biggest threat, which honestly is probably Essence of Evil here. Do we have a good convert? No. Yes, actually. But I gotta deny blue. Feels like we're constantly denying blue, but it's kind of worth it overall. I can take a brown to yellow, which I'm very tempted to take just to get more mana for everything. He's gonna get a leprechaun here. I'd have to hit on green right now to not do that, which I guess I will. If nothing else, it gives us a good apothecary for the following turn, of which we cast right now. And then that gives us everything again, or pretty much everything. Throw that down. Luckily, we clean up the hero. We'll throw this on the purple now. Actually, green might still be more viable. If nothing else, it gives us apothecary again, too. So, you know what? I am actually going to go on green again. And get a nice apothecary down. Convert away all these purples. And, dead. Now dead. There we go. Yeah, one more week till 5.0 preview. Next patch very soon, TM. Very, very soon, TM. And after that, I'll be able to go spoil everything about it. All the infos. It's definitely multiple things to mention. What do we go for here? Let's get a rope dart onto this before it can even get a cast, ideally. But I think it's still going to get a cast, so that was kind of pointless. Because I think we're frozen on blue right now. Yep. Unfortunate. Okay, let's go cleanse so we don't have to deal with that again. And now let's just win the entire battle. So let's rope dart next biggest threat, which is rope darting his rope dart. So that he can't rope dart or rope dart. Because I'm not running stealthy on my rope dart. And apparently neither is he, which you normally should. However, some team compositions don't. So we'll take this. I almost feel like doing it on red. However, we'd actually get no value from doing it on red. But I kind of have to, so we will. I need it for the damage. It's one of those weird instances I hate about having to use that troop. Because sometimes you have to determine if you want it for mana or if you want it for the damage. Just kind of clunky in those situations. Okay, there we go. That's still overall pretty good. Do I like next patch overall? I'm not sure. I am not sure. I like some aspects of it. But there are others that I don't. Oh, I'll take that for now. Hard to really say without actually saying what it is. I'll just move that over. Nothing else. The extra turn value. Okay, what's the biggest threat here? Probably his hero, actually. Because it's probably a Doom weapon. Yeah, it is. Let's see. We'll throw this on the brown then. Actually, I honestly just want to do this on the green, even though it's only going to hit one. It gives us Apothecary next turn, which makes it really good value. Then we just deny out red, which we don't even use. And we're going to have Enchant full mana next turn, so I might as well just throw this for damage now. So we'll throw this on the brown then, just to get a bunch of damage down. That then gives us a Mistralis. We then go kill something with Mistralis. I may have to do it that way first, so we don't have a really high skull damage in the way. And it's dead. Easy. Yeah, I think this will be our blue Guild War team. I'm happy with it. We'll give it a shot, see how it goes. Is it more controversial than the whole Sunspear event of 2020? No. It's not that controversial. No, it's controversial in a different direction. Will it be a big update? Yes. All 5.0s are a big update. But it makes a couple pretty big changes. What do we go for here? I was using a lot of blue, so I guess we'll deny out blue. Get a rope dart onto whatever biggest threat is, which at this point is probably his first slot, given that's the only thing that's not disabled. And then we go convert away all the yellow. Get a nice big Mistralis in there. Actually, do we even need to get a big Mistralis in there? I might as well just hit on blue and just win. Yeah, it's enough to match. There we go. Oh, unless that happens. And that's why we saved Mistralis for. Rope dart to Mistralis. There we go. Dead. Well, some people quit after the update. I feel like people quit after almost every single update for some reason. But yes, it's definitely potential that some people could. The main two controversial things the next patch is slightly more grind and a thing. A slight pay-to-win thing. Specifics I can't really mention. Let's see. We'll throw that down. I kind of want to throw Mistralis here, but we'll probably just rope dart to rope dart. Ah, someone who actually went stealthy. That's how you're supposed to use rope dart. But I'm using it as a tank right now, so in that kind of team you don't. But generally speaking, you should always run stealthy on rope dart. There are very few situations where you would do otherwise. The team I'm using right now being one of those very few situations. Just because you normally don't use your rope dart as your tank. You can, but it's not that common. Because rope dart on your team is normally one of your better options on your entire team. And normally you don't want to put that on first. This team has enough going for it. That's perfectly fine. Did it just do one hit? I hate when it only does one hit. So annoying when it does that. What's our game plan here? Can I even get Apothecary down? So let's probably just take a skull into the kill then. And that's match. Doesn't even matter. As long as we hit the color that I use. Up! I meant to hit yellow! Fail. As long as we hit a color that he uses, as I hit a color he doesn't even use. Okay, anyways. Let's just kill off of that. Hit yellow. Which is what I meant to do earlier. No, it's not going to double the amount of EXP you need for all the classes. I thought that was a real gnome for a second. I'm not sure why I only thought the pet gnome was real. They're obviously all fake. Let's see. Actually, I might as well just retreat from this battle. I'm trying to test this team out, not just instantly wipe out a team. This team's not made for that. It's made for Blue Guild Wars. Oh, so they're all a different color, aren't they? Trying to make this even more annoying for this team setup. Escape, thank you. All of you keep doing that. And now we should be able to get a good apothecary. Which surprisingly we cannot. How on earth do we not have apothecary alignment on that board? Okay, there we go, I have it on green. And he's dead. Pay to win as in $50 or pay to win as in $5,000? Pay to win as in closer to $50. Grinding is not harder. Actually, everything that's additional grinding next patch is free loot. In that it's something you don't get now that you start getting next patch. So loot is actually overall higher. The pay to win part is not related to that. Well, it kind of is, but isn't. It's related to something. It's related to a something. Let's see, what should I take here? We don't have green. Yes, we are getting a new gnome on the 20th. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure much about that. I don't think he was even in the beta. But yes, we are getting a new gnome on the 20th. Which is not the day of the patch. The patch is likely to be before then. I'll probably target green here. And that should be matched. We just throw this onto that and then just poke him with anything and he's dead. Alright, where's our anything? Let's throw it down to purple. And that counts as anything. I need to go hand out a code. We're running low on codes unless Salty gives us more. There we go, rank 1 PvP. Let's go hand out a code for that, I guess. There we go. That takes under an hour to do these days. Even quicker if you're actually using a proper team. Obviously, the team we were using was for Guild War testing, not for killing PvP quickly. There we go. All the normal loots. And somehow we didn't hit 100 kills yet, surprisingly. Oh, sorry, I didn't even do the dailies yet either. Need to go do that. Orb Gnome? I wish. I wish it was an Orb Gnome. Though that would be pretty cool. Hey, what am I looking for? A code. Where's my code hiding at? It's at a weird position now because I had to spam Salty again to give me codes. So I had to scroll all the way down. Let's see. Where are we at for codes? I believe it's one below this other one. Yep, there we go. So we'll go copy all that. Copy, copy, paste, paste. Here you guys go. Here's a redeem code. Where is my thingy? There it is. There you guys go. There's a redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found if your settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chat. And give same board as always 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. As you can see in the mail right over here. Oh, there you guys go. Orb Gnome 99% chance for green. Do I know what kind of gnome it is? No. No, they are not raising the cost of tasks. Actually, one part of next patch is completely free resources. That doesn't have any kind of expense to get those free resources. Other than grinds. What am I looking for? I am looking for magic so I can go run everything through with, Phoenicia. Where's the Phoenicia? Yep, we just go through this and just one-shot everything then. End a turn already. Well, don't end a turn, but, stop cascading. There we go. 20 gems for today. No, the pay-to-win feature does not paywall anything. Or in the sense that, nothing that the thing does is obtainable by other means. I mean, everything within it is obtainable by other means. So nothing is paid-walled in that regard. Like, there isn't some kind of new thing that you have to spend money for and only money. Like, everything throughout this game's history, except for Death Knight Armor and free scouting, it has been obtainable through in-game means, at least at some point within the game. But yeah, nothing is being specifically hidden behind paywall in the sense that nothing unique. Every single thing in it is obtainable by other means, or after time. No, treasure maps will not be touched. Treasure maps and arena are likely to be reworked later this year, assuming they still do it. However, last year they said at the end of the year they would rework PvP and then never did. So far this year they're saying they will rework arena and treasure hunt. So hopefully they do. Because the last time they said something like that, like for PvP, it never happens. But hopefully it'll get around to it for arena and treasure hunt, because it's been requested quite a bit. But yes, this is not the patch that Treasure Hunt or Arena gets reworked in. It is likely to be the third to last, second to last, or last patch of the year, if it even happens this year. If I had to guess, probably the second to last patch this year, which is normally in November or so. Either a November patch or October patch, somewhere around there. The December patch is almost guaranteed not going to have the rework in it. I don't think they would wait that last minute for something like that. Though who knows, maybe they will as a holiday gift. Because everyone's been requesting it for so long. Because we definitely have a lot of maps, that's for sure. We're sitting on 21,706 maps. Also, there is a chance that they could rework Treasure Hunt to make it worse. It wouldn't be the first time they tried buffing something and made it worse. But I'm not sure they could really make Arena worse than it already is. So that's definitely going to be a solid buff. But there's a chance that they try buffing Treasure Hunt and they nerf it. Because they might take some of the actual gem value away from it and add other stuff that they think has value that it doesn't, relative to gems. Because my biggest concern if they touch Treasure Hunt is that it will reduce the amount of gems you can get from Treasure Hunt per hour. They have to maintain it and then add stuff on top of it. Or even just raise it. Because the whole reason anyone currently plays Treasure Hunt is for gems. For the most part. Right, there we go. All the dailies out of our way. And I still have this pet, but I don't need it, so. This is a good pet, though. Soul bonus. Up to 5%. It's not a huge amount, but obviously it adds up over time. Definitely adds up over time. Man, anyways. Let's go do something to explore 12 grinding. We've been messing around with Guild Wars stuff so long that I haven't actually gotten around to doing any explore. So we got a little bit in there. Let's get a couple chests if nothing else. Over to Kedar we go. And obviously switch to Zugoff. And start tearing these apart. Hopefully we'll get a Nisha randomly. Can I show my Guild War defend team? Sure, I can go show them again. And I am Paragon, so we'll get pretty good data for them. Oh yeah, I never did revamp a couple of those. We might do it the day before each one. Because I know my one for tomorrow I'm pretty sure is going to be fine. Or at least revamp that one if we are going to revamp it. And it's a match. Let's kill that out. Okay, let's see. So here's our good world defense currently, but I might revamp some. So yeah, this one I think I'm going to revamp because I need something that can better tank for first slot. So yeah, we'll go do that right now, actually. Let's build a normal Wild Queen team. What is the most normal Wild Queen team you could possibly make that the AI would also function on? That doesn't use anything I already use. I'm almost tempted to do it with Grogolfa, but that might be a little overkill for protection against skulls. I definitely want to replace that Wild Fang. Honestly, I think that's the only thing that needs replacement here. Do I use Zugov currently on any defend? No, I do not. We could technically put Zugov there. I think it's going to have too high of a mana cost, though. And it really heavily blocks on purple. I almost want to put Apothecary into it, but the AI is pretty bad at using Apothecary. Is the only problem with that. At least normally it is anyways. Like, I don't want to put something on it that's going to use really, really badly. Do any of the yellows convert into a Wild Queen mana? I believe I used Mirage Queen on a different team already. Though surprisingly, I don't use Leprechaun. Or, oh yeah, I do use Mirage Queen though. So I can't half mana start her. Which would be very strong, but I use it for my other really strong day. So we'd have to do it without half mana start. Kind of like how we have to for Guild Wars. But yeah, Essence of Evil and Leprechaun, surprisingly, I do not actually use anywheres. I also don't use Thrall anywheres. Though Thrall is a bit less effective in a Guild War context. But yeah, I could Leprechaun Thrall her. Leprechaun behind her and Thrall in front of her. It's worth a shot. And then just use like a hero tank. I use a lot of the same color though. I want to fight it with my yellow team. Oh, do I still have the filter set to that? Okay, I need a Leprechaun. I need Thrall. It's almost going to be a purple team at this point. And I need hero in first slot. With Dawnbringer, no. Actually, I might run it with Dawnbringer, I'm not sure. Definitely need it in first slot. Let's run... Frostmage? Well, I need it to not be entangleable. Otherwise, we're just going to have the exact same problem that we already just had. Because whatever I run, I want to make sure it has immune, if at all possible. There's no hero class with immune to entangle, is there? I never noticed that. We could always go cleanse on it, but then there's a stun liability. If we did, we'd have to go like monk or something. Why not? Doesn't have half mana start though or anything, but Thrall should be enough mana in itself. So we can go Rope Dart then. Oh wait, I already used Rope Dart somewheres. I forgot. This is defend, so we can't repeat. Yeah, it might just have to be Dawnbringer. I don't believe I used Dawnbringer anywheres. And it covers every color, which will be good for Thrall. And banner will obviously have to change to a double purple into something. Probably double purple green. That's fine. With a -1 red. So that's +2 purple, +2 green. And he already has the +1 attached to himself. And we'd have to set magic when we do this, so let's just set it to magic then. We want 20% into 2 magics. Alright, let's see how this rolls. Let's go fight it with our yellow team. I'm looking for defend yellow. And I'm looking to fight it with my attack yellow. Yeah, let's see how it rolls. Oh, did I set the wrong team there? Wait, what team is this? Did I set the wrong thing there? I'm pretty sure I just did. Oh, how did I set Gilmore red? I want to defend yellow. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, let's see how this rolls. Ideally, Throw would have full mana there. I'm gonna do this just to see what it'll do after. Alright, so I was about to Dawnbringer him, so he'd want to obviously go kill that out immediately. Nope, it just gets obliterated. Let's see. It just gets obliterated. Let's try it again. I want to see what happens if it leprechauns into a full Thrall. What the battle looks like then. Obsidius with no other mythic is normally used with an Apothecary and Mang. So that your Mang doesn't have to deal with any kind of score reduction without needing Enrage. The only problem with always testing these is it's always hard to tell if it's because the defend team is weak or because this other team is so strong in many instances. Well, it does look like it's too hard countered by Rope Dart. Though a lot of things is hard countered by Rope Dart. I don't know, let's revamp it some. I still want to try using Wild Queen for this day. The only problem is we can't half mana her. And because of the lack of half mana, I'm not sure if the AI can actually use it quick enough. If nothing else, I do kind of want to use Leprechaun Thrall. I don't currently use Zugoff on defend, do I? It's worth considering. The only problem with that, the Thrall has to be in front of the Zugoff. Which would make it kind of clunky. Also, why is this still my thing? Save filter and all of them. We could replace that Dawnbringer with Trickster Shot, but it'd be too much the same color. Oh yeah, we could Salinas with it. And go Wild Folk team. What's the Wild Folk hero class again? It's the one that gives yellow bonuses. It doesn't synergize with Wild Queen, but yeah, we could theoretically make a team around that. I really want to try making this work. Leprechaun Thrall. Only problem with that is it doesn't have any kind of follow-up. Like, Thrall's great for mana, but it doesn't have any follow-up that goes with it. Same as Leprechaun. But at least he has Empower, so he kind of makes up for it. Just using both of them together, I feel like the AI is just not going to be good enough, especially against Rope Dart, because then you just take out the two good options, one of which is already probably in first slot, so you just drag the other good option to first, kill that out, and then you pretty much already won. Wrath. My biggest concern is Entangle. I'm trying to make whatever team we do here anti-Entangle. Which honestly makes me very tempted just to put Zugoff in this. It is very, very tempting. But yeah, Wrath gets to counter yellow, doesn't it? It gets to do yellow to skull, if I'm not mistaken. So if nothing else, we could use it for its convert. Yeah, it does have yellow to skull. I don't know, I guess we can give it a shot. We could always cleanse it off Apothecary. I don't believe I use Apothecary on any team yet. And then there's one other option. And then we're just missing basically red at this point, in which we could technically use another score. That or Empower Skull into it. Let's see. At least he has the enraged thing. Oh yeah, Selenius does have immune, doesn't he? He has impervious. He's impervious and half to wild folk. I'm not sure if you'd really use him in first slot though. He doesn't have anything bonus for skull, which would be the big concern with it. You don't deny green, right? No, green, blue to brown. And we already had the +1 for the apothecary already attached to it. And the AI will be very unlikely to take blue since it's already going to be off the board from Wrath. So that'll work out decently. I just need one other really good option with it then. There's no way to half mana start him. No, he's only Daemon. Does that one red thing have anti-yellow? Though it would kind of get in the way of Wrath, but no, I don't think it does. I'll double check. Was that the one that does yellow? No, you're the one that does green. Oh no, you're the one that does yellow though. But then we'll have two things that do the same though. Also wouldn't use hero at that point if we did go down that route. How would we even use hero on this though? Like what red weapon would even work there? Not like a really good anti-red on it. What does the red Doom convert to? It does blue to Doom Skulls, which would be pointless because he already converts blue to brown. So that would not work. And all these other ones just wouldn't really cut it. Mang would also be pretty bad in this kind of situation. Same as Earth's Fury. Actually, Earth's Fury wouldn't be horrible, but Guild Wars is generally not the place you would bother using it. That's the undead one, right? Yeah, that's not Daemon. I don't think the Daemon one exists here. That's the elf one. And you can't really try using a buff. For one, they don't really give you score, and the other is, or they reduce their score by perpetuating that. Because if you're gaining score, you're technically losing on their score. I was planning on not using Wild Queen for this, though. I don't know. We could try Wild Queening with Wrath. We'd have to revamp the team. My biggest concern is AI's mana accumulation towards it. It's a lot of mana to end up needing for it. And we probably have to get rid of Leprechaun if we do. We could try putting Wild Queen in. But it's going to be a really high mana cost. And I'm not sure the AI can keep up with that. And then we would need, ideally, a red option to put it together. Or we could keep the minus banner and go into another mana accumulation option. Like just doing a Leprechaun again. And just hoping that works. Because I'm not sure we really need to have hero on this. If we did, we don't have too many weapon options that would actually synergize that well with it. But no, we could try it with Leprechaun to see. I'm just concerned that it's not going to get enough mana at any point. And then banner's already set correctly. I know, we can give a shot, see what happens. Alright, test defend team, Guild War Yellow. Let's see how it goes. But the biggest issue it's going to have is that initial mana. Even with Leprechaun, that might be too slow. It's getting obliterated right now. I think we just one-turned it. Yeah, we just one-turned the team. That's more so this team being good than that team being bad, per se. But still. That exact thing can still happen in Guild War. Okay, here we go. Here's it actually doing something. There we go. There we go. He tried one turning us back. What do we go for here? I think we're dead. Hey, the team actually won. Gosh, rope dart counters is so hard though. Though a lot of skull spam teams suffer from rope dart. Yeah, rope dart just obliterated it. We were like about to lose, and then rope dart's like, nope. Oh, we're still probably gonna lose though. Creating all these skulls while having like 0 attack. Are we about to lose to something with 1 HP? We could theoretically win this battle if I was to actually be able to kill it. Which we could as long as we get like a single extra turn skull. I'm not going to play this battle out because it's going to take so long. We don't have any good move here. Let's take it out for now. And we'll get the kill. Yeah, we'll obviously lose. Okay, interesting. We lost to a 1 HP Wild Queen. See, this is why Kingdom upgrades matter. 1 HP for the win. I don't know. I guess we could keep it as our team and see how it goes. It doesn't seem like the absolute strongest of things, though, but, I don't know. I might just keep it. Give it a nice test. It's been a while since I ran a Wild Queen team for Defend. Or a different one, I should say. It's actually a bit similar to what I run for Green Day, if I'm not mistaken, right? Guild War Green. I actually run without Leprechaun, oddly enough, because of Possessed King. I used to run Leprechaun for it, but Possessed King, once you get it rolling, actually gets much better. Like, as soon as you get your Apothecary going, you're pretty much good to go at that point. What's a good alternative to Wild Queen? We were messing with some earlier that didn't end up using her at all. But, you'd most likely, into Defend Yellow, want to go at least one anti-converting thing. One of your next best bets is probably that red-purple with Empower that converts Yellow to Skull. That's what I was using around the previous team. Doing that's actually pretty solid. And then just Skull spamming them back. The only problem with that is if they have Gorgolfa. And that could be a bit of a problem with this team, too. Though it was able to kill through Gorgolfa when we were just doing that one battle. Oh no, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. I think we'll run it for tomorrow and just see what happens. Let me just double check that it's not interfering with any of my other teams. It should be unique, right? I don't think I'm using any of that on any other team, which is really surprising. How am I not using a Leprechaun on any other team right now? But, yeah, I'm actually not. I am actually not using a Leprechaun on any team currently. So the only one I need a revamp, I already revamped that. That's perfectly fine. This I'll need to revamp slightly, and this one I think I'm going to overhaul and try something completely new this week. So those we can kind of wait on. But, yeah, I want to rechange the order of this and Hero Class most likely to, like, Frost Mage or something. And this I'm going to change to, probably just overhaul it for a completely different team. And just mess around with something. If it goes good, it goes good. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I want to try something else regardless. So that'll be our game plan then. And should be good to go from there. But yeah, anyone else have any other questions or anything else I missed? Otherwise, I'll probably be heading out for now. This Friday we'll be, of course, going over the new Mythic. And every single night this week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, as well as every night, we'll be doing Guild Wars, with tomorrow, of course, being the Yellow Guild War Day. And we've been messing around quite a bit with the Defend and the Offensive for that. And we'll see how it ends up rolling. And go from there. And then, of course, we have Blue Day the following day, which ended up getting rid of the Sacrax team. And, I don't know, Sacrax didn't seem worth it. We switched to Grey King. We switched to a True Damage Grey King, which True Damage has always been pretty decent. And Grey King does make it a little bit better. And that tends to be the go-to way to do Blue Day more often than not, I feel like, these days. It's relatively safe. True Damage actually has a surprisingly high range of stuff that it can do off of blue, specifically. A couple other colors, too, but particularly blue. Let's see. What is the first purple Magic Kingdom you should level to 15? It doesn't really matter specifically which one you go for first. However, if you're doing it based on which ones have a faction, the one you should probably go for is All-Seeing Eye or Silverglade. as both of those have a faction, so you'll be able to use the 50% extra faction bonus in order to do pure faction in those locations. So you could end up doing that. Also, Blade of Lands got one recently too, didn't it? But basically, as long as the Magic Kingdom has a faction, getting it to 15 would probably be the first ones you'd want to do, since the main other byproduct that you get from upgrading to 15, other than the extra stat, is the extra capability to be able to do pure faction. So if you haven't done pure faction in one of the kingdoms that's associated to Magic that has a faction, those would probably be your first priority to do first, so that you'd have an easier time doing level 500 pure faction for when you eventually get around to doing them, or potentially even doing them without gems. But that's most likely where you would end up doing it overall. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful time. I'll be back, as I mentioned, tomorrow, and we'll be going over Yellow Guild War, and we'll go from there. And Friday we'll have a nice shiny Mythic. I'll also have Invasion event, but obviously the bigger thing will probably be the Mythic overall, since it should be really solid and one of the better troops in the game. I don't think I'm going to be using it for Guild War this week, since he's just going to be so new, but I do want to incorporate him probably into the following week, though. If I'm not mistaken, he does use red, so theoretically we could use him on offensive red. So I'm not sure. We'll see if we do. No promises, but we might run it on Sunday for Guild War Red. We'll see. Because that's the only viable day we could do it for. Because that's the only day we can use it for. But then again, never mind. He comes out on Friday, so theoretically we could run him for green too. I don't know. We could actually run him for green or red. We'll see. We'll try running him for at least one this week if we can. And this is someone else doing a guild task. There we go. Nice. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you guys soon. Also, I will be streaming tomorrow during the day Animal Crossing and Smash. Min Min is being released in Smash, probably right now, actually. She probably literally came out during the stream. But we'll be streaming that on the Animal Crossing stream, as well as the last day of June. So we'll want to finish up all the June stuff for Animal Crossing and go from there. Might even stream this Wednesday too, since it's the first day of the month, but probably wait till a little bit later this week. I think our next Animal Crossing stream after tomorrow will probably be Saturday, because that'll be when the next patch ends up hitting on it. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for stopping by. And also, speaking of next patches, soon TM for Gems of War. It could be as early as 1 week from today, next patch, though realistically it's probably closer to like a week or two. But yeah, very, very soon we'll be getting 5.0, and we'll have a bunch of info on it Monday. And going into Tuesday, if we don't already have Tuesday patch, I'll be able to explain pretty much everything Tuesday night. Not tomorrow Tuesday night, but next week Tuesday night. We'll pretty much be able to say every single thing about next patch and not be so secretive about it anymore. Anyways, guys, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone.